Guys, thanks for waiting. We are here after a promising result, it's got to be said. It was 3-0 to Man United. Get in. We had to restore some parity, and we've done it today. Ole did what he needed to do. And yeah, I'm here with the fans. It's another fan reaction. And I'm here with, is it as Cristiano Ronaldo actually coming to the debate? Cristiano, how you doing? Give us a sue.
Sue!
The mouth is actually moving to that as well. That is funny. And we got Griffo. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing great now. Cristiano's
Oh, mate, Cristiano back the goal and assist. We gotta be happy for the way players reacted today. I'm gonna get into the comments. Gotta say, shout out to people who are here. Thanks for getting in, everyone. Gary McMusic, Jurgen with Turban, Avenger Mast. Nice to see you again. Aidan McDonald, good to see you. Nabadoon, Jim McCarley, Zayu. Wow, what a name. Thanks for getting here. Please, everyone, hit the like and subscribe if you do. Yeah, we're going to get into just the analysis of what went on today. First of all, before we get into what the other fans are saying, I've got to go through what happened in terms of the match facts. I always like to get into the analysis. I like to look at these kind of stats as well. I may even become a stat man kind of guy, but I like looking at the stats as well as the eye test. We had 41% possession. Spurs had 58%. So obviously we saw the formation I think it was 5-3-2, wasn't it? Cavani and Ronaldo up front. We had to, in the context of what was going on, we had to shore up the defense. We were leaking so many goals in the previous games. We've got our second clean sheet of the season, which, by our standards, it's not that good, but at least we've got a clean sheet here. We've got some confidence for the defense where Maguire, Lindelof, and Varane looked good coming back in. It looked like he was marking Kane out of the game. I like Varane coming back in. But for the moment, those tactics to shore up defense, to shore up the defense, were good because I'll be honest, I didn't like watching the game. I mean, I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to be honest. I didn't like watching the game. It wasn't too good on the eye, but we did what we needed to do. We got the counter attacks where we needed to. People defended where they needed to defend, and then counter attacks. Spurs, I have to say, they weren't too good today. Kane looked like he was marked out the game. People like I was surprised that the Chelsea was at attacking mid for them because I saw in the last few games they played Ndombele, so maybe Nuno pretty much shit the bed. And if this is going to be the old Sakiko, Nuno may be on his way out. So when I look at some more of the stats in terms of dual success rate, so the amount of challenges we won, it was about 41% compared to Spurs 58%. I mean, that's not really look good on paper. Aerial duels won 55% to Spurs. We got 44%. We got 7 interceptions. They got 10. So on paper, it actually looked a little bit better for Spurs. This is why you can't just look at stats. You have to look at the eye test. We were effective where we needed to be effective, and we got the 3-0. We did the business. So in terms of going forward, I don't know if I mean, I don't want to keep seeing this defensiveness. I mean, pretty much people were saying before the game it was like a back seven, and then when we were attacking, it was like we left. I mean, I did see McTominay and Fred overlap a bit, but it was almost a back five when we were in attack. But hey, we did the business. That's what we did. But yeah, I get into Ronaldo is still on the stream. What do you think, Ronaldo?
Well, I did what I did on the pitch.
Go on, Ronaldo. Go on. Get into it.
I saw I had the ball from Bruno, and he passed it to me, and I took it first time and put it past Luis. It's my job.
Oh, that is class. That's class there. And what rating do you give yourself? I'm going to get into your rating already. What do you give yourself, Ronaldo?
Perfect 10.
You're obviously going to say that. You're biased. You're biased to yourself already.
I'm just a positive guy.
I love that the mouth is moving there. Ellie's getting in here. She's saying, "What the fuck is going on?" Well, yeah, thanks for the mods getting in here. Please keep doing some good work in the chat. People hit your likes. Ronaldo, any more things to say before we get to Griffo Chaz's?
No.
Oh no, it wasn't Ronaldo. It's
Hello!
Magic revealed.
Oh
It was
man.
me.
Oh, now I'm down. I want Ronaldo back.
Yeah.
I'm joking. G, what you got to say though before we go to Griffo? What's your overall analysis on the result?
Well, we got the clean sheet for the first time this season, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
Ollie needed to change that formation, definitely. You know, that 4-2-3 fucking 1 formation, that gas shit that we kept on seeing week in, week out, and he needed to change it and to save his job effectively, because if he did go with that formation and, you know, go with that complete and utter shitness that he's got, then and we would have lost with that formation. I think we would have been saying a different story and saying Ollie out and all that lot. But I'm glad that he changed. I'm glad that he's changed it. Changed the formation. Yeah, it wasn't the 4-3-3 that I really wanted, but he got the result. It took on. He took on everything that's on board. Changed it to a 3-5-2.
I think it was 5 at the back. Really, I mean, it did transition in towards 3-5-2 sometimes, but from what I saw, it was majorly 5-3-2.
Yeah. So, well, just like if it was Conte going to be, if Ollie did get the sack and Conte comes in, that's the sort of football that we're going to have to look forward to, isn't it?
I mean, I would just say on like the honesty point is that Conte is more used to drilling that kind of formation, and sometimes he can play a 3-4-3, so he is more experienced in doing that kind of thing. But yeah, Ole got it right today. But we've seen he only plays that formation on an occasion. That's why I'm saying I'm not really convinced completely. I'm good with the result, but it's like we see Conte, he uses it as a formula. We've seen Ole use it against PSG. And then today, I can't even remember where else he's used it.
I'm wondering if he would actually keep on using this formation, considering the amount of effectiveness that we had in defense. We was joined together, whereas where we played the 4-2-3-1, we was disjointed. Whereas today we was more together, played as a team, the centre backs were absolutely solid today, I thought.
Yeah, especially Varane. I mean, we're going to get into player ratings, but I think Varane was the best one.
Varane was the better
Varane was the best one.
Maguire had a better performance today as well.
Say again, Griffo.
He makes everyone better around him.
He looked good, man.
Definitely.
He was marking Kane out of the game. I was going to say before we come to Griffo, because G Wolf said going forward, could this be the formation? We've got Atlanta next on the 2nd of next month, and then we've got Manchester City. So maybe Ole, do you see Ole carrying on with this kind of formation into this next few games?
I see it at City. I don't see it at Atalanta.
Yeah,
I think we'll go back to 4-2-3-1 at Atalanta, and then against City, he'll go back to the 5.
Okay, and then what do you think then of today's game? Then what was your analysis then?
I think G was right. He had to switch it up tactically, and I thought, considering it's quite a different tactic to what we usually get 4-2-3-1, the players did well to sort of play in that tactic that we haven't really used in a while. I think it's going to sound weird, but it kind of was a good thing that we got knocked out of the League Cup, because I think if we got knocked out of the League Cup, then we wouldn't have had all week to prepare for the Tottenham game and work in that system. But because we would have had to play, who was it? City, wasn't it? Because we got knocked out by West Ham and then Tottenham. So it was almost a blessing in disguise getting knocked out of the League Cup. So we could then focus on shifting the formation and picking up a win. I thought every player did their job today really well.
What do you
is
think
good.
of this? What do you think of this comment, Griffo? Liam Lavelle makes a point that I was thinking is relevant. Spurs weren't good today. Spurs playing with 10 men. Kane has spit out his dummy. This is what I was saying to Usman on the last stream. It seems like he's on and off because he had a good game against Newcastle, but then today, I mean, it may be attributed to the fact that we played 3 at the back or 5 at the back, and we left no space for them to really play. But how much, Griffo, do you put that to Spurs not showing up today?
A lot of it, I think, is what we played well, and Spurs played awfully. You can just see that they were just off the pace today. It was almost like what we were last week when we lost 5-0. Obviously, that was worse because it was against Liverpool and it's 5-0. But the boos that Nuno got when he brought Lucas off for Bergwijn, just his face, knowing that everything's against him at the moment. It's a difficult place, and that's what position we were in last week, and you might argue still in. So I think, in terms of that comment, Kane just doesn't really seem at the paces, does he? And he obviously wanted his move in the summer, didn't get it. And as much as you want to hope that he can remain professional and do his job, that's going to weigh on his mind. So it is affecting him. I forgot he was playing, to be fair, today.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
think
even
he had
notice.
many touches.
Not really.
Apart from
not
that
really.
one run on goal, yeah.
Oh, is that when Cavani passed it and then he intercepted and then he went on a counter attack and then I don't know what that cross was. Yeah, he didn't look at the races. But I was going to say to G Wolf then, what did you think of Nuno? Because Griffin was saying there was boos at the point where Nuno was making some substitutions. Right, he put on Bergwijn for I think it was, who was it? It was Lucas Moura, and the fans were booing, and I was thinking, why they're not taking off Lo Celso, who wasn't looking good in that playmaking role. He was shocking, to be honest. And this is what I was saying earlier. I don't know why Ndombele wasn't playing. I mean, I like to measure everyone, not just Man United. I like to measure the opposition. So were you looking at that? Were you looking at the fact that Nuno got it wrong today?
Not really. I was just more focused on the United performance, mainly. I thought, the way that we played against Liverpool, we know that was a shocking result. So it had to be a better performance today. Well, it had to be a massive performance today, especially if Ollie wanted to keep his job. And he did. To tell you the truth, I think he passed. I think he passed with flying colours today with the performance, with his management. Literally, he didn't sit down either, I noticed.
Yeah.
I saw him on the touchline a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he was proper up there, like barking out orders and all that lot, being a proper manager for once, rather than sitting down with his legs crossed and like he's going for a piss. But
by the way, Special One is liking your shirt. G Wolf's shirt is amazing.
Thank you very much, Special One.
As long as Ronaldo is playing that well, you got to maybe come in on streams with that graphic. I don't know what are you saying? You said Sue, and then you said we want Nuno. That's kind of, I don't know if you're a bit confused, mate. We don't want Nuno if you're saying Sue, obviously you're a Ronaldo supporter, maybe.
He just said that Nuno's better than Ollie.
The eyes don't lie.
Anything is that Nuno in disguise getting in here, mate? You need to you need to go back to the drawing board. You don't need to be in this chat like trolling right now, mate, because you had a shock.
We need to go back to Wolverhampton, mate.
I think they're doing all right without him, I think.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get into that later because, I don't even know why he's taking the Spurs job to I say debatably he had a better squad at Wolves. I don't think they finished too far behind Spurs last season. I can't remember where they finished, but Wolves were close to them. But yeah, I mean, it's not even a Spurs stream, so fuck Spurs,
fuck them.
We beat them. Yeah, we beat them. They look bad. We did the business. Going forward, though, Griffo, we are in 5th place, right? 17 points now from 30. In isolation, that doesn't sound that good. It's just over the halfway point of points that we've got in terms of, getting the points. We're what is it? We're joint 4th with West Ham, who also have 17 points. And it's still a bit of a big gap towards Chelsea, 8 points. And then so what I look at is the fact that there is 3 teams between us and first place. Even though it's 8 points, there's quite a few teams we have to overtake. So I'll look at that as a bit of resistance, which we need to overcome. Because for us to take over teams, if we're winning, they have to drop points as well. So what do you think going forward then, Griffith? Do you think that Ole, because we've said that the next few fixtures, right? I'll go into a few more fixtures. So let's look at the next 5 fixtures in the league, right? So basically, we've got Man City on the 6th. Then we've got Watford away. That's a huge game. It's actually, yes, we've got Man City at home. Then we've got Watford away. Villarreal in Champions League. Then we've got Chelsea away. That's a hard one. That's the 3rd game. Then we've got Arsenal at home and Crystal Palace at home, who have just beaten Man City. I don't know if they're going to keep up their run. It's quite a hard run if you look at it. Do you think Ole is going to turn things around and get on form with this team?
As much as it probably sounds crazy me saying this, I can see him getting a result against City because he kind of pulls out the bag once per season. He usually has quite a good record against City. And I mean, City have just lost 2 on the bounce in the Cup and the League, haven't they? They're missing Laporte because he got red card. Laporte got the red card, so he's out. So it's a good time to be playing Man City. So hopefully he can get something. Is it home, did you say? At Old Trafford?
For which game? The Man City game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
think
one.
we're away.
That's a home game.
Oh, is it at home? Oh,
that's a big chance to erase that 5. Well, not
Yeah.
erase, but it's going to take a long time for me to erase the 5-0 to Liverpool. But
Me too, yeah.
imagine beating City 5-0. That would be a big marker.
So if we beat City, right? Because at the moment we're 3 points behind them.
We got 11 on points.
3 points because they've got
they got 20 points.
20 points. Yeah,
we got 17.
That's a big one. If we win,
so
that,
it will be a massive one.
On paper, it looked like maybe I'm not going to talk about getting back into the title race yet, but on paper, it would look promising to mathematically be in there.
Yep.
I'm not sure myself.
See, but the only thing is, we all know what's like. What scenario might happen is that we might gash it up against Man City. Ollie might go back to his 4-2-3-1 pragmatic.
I think he keeps 5-3-2 though against Man City, like Griffith was saying.
Yeah,
because
that's what we're hoping for.
We respected Spurs too much, I think, today. I think we could have beaten with 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, or even attacking it because they weren't good. But against, I think we've seen a dress rehearsal for the Manchester derby today. I think that's what we've seen. I think that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and counter them again because we know that Ole's got a good record against bold Pep. So I think we'll see that 5-3-2. But the thing is, I mean, maybe we're looking too far ahead, but I've just got the question as to whether he will go, because I don't think he can keep doing this. Pigo said on his watch along, when we come up against the low block teams, we can't keep doing this 5-3-2 that we got now, especially when we don't practice it enough and we don't practice on the attacking transitions from a 5-3-2. We've got Watford, who we're going to need to be the bigger team. That's a bit further down the line, so maybe we don't discuss that yet. But I guess we'd be happy for what's going on now. Batman was agreeing with the record against Man City. Obviously, I think we can beat. I think we can win City. Ole beat them twice last season. So like what we're saying, he's got a good record against them.
So isn't that the first time we've done the double over them then? Because 2 years ago we beat them in the Premier League as well.
But I don't want to just look at like the records though. It's promising for what Ole can do now. But I want it to be about title race, and not about I don't want it to be just about Ole has a good record against this manager. It's a bit of a token if you look at it. We need it to be in terms of what the team's doing going forward. That's what we need with this squad as well. I mean, so I hope when Ole goes more attacking, hopefully he does, Cavani and Ronaldo can be on that team. I really did like how they were the reason why we got the goals today. Cavani was getting chances even before the goal. There's a few headers where he was kind of trying to fine tune his attacks on target. Bruno, by the way, I mean, the thing is, he's the kind of guy, he will always try things, right? He always punts a ball into the box. He's always trying passes. That assist where he just stroked it into Ronaldo for that volley, that was beautiful. I've got a Bruno in my fantasy team still, so I think I've had a good week. I think I got Ronaldo captain.
Yeah.
Well, you got Ronaldo as well. You must have Ronaldo in your fantasy team still.
I think I did. I can't remember. I think I actually changed him. I think I actually changed him as my captain as well. I think.
Not
no, 100%.
You would have got, if we're talking about the one that well on the fantasy hub, you would have got, what is it, 5 points for a goal, 3 points for an assist. That's double points, about 16 points. Would have been nice. Well, yeah, Makayo getting in here, Makayo Kramer getting in here, one of the great mods. Smash the like, guys. Guys, please like and subscribe if you do. Someone tell us what likes were on, please. Please, people, keep getting in. I think we're going to get into player ratings in a bit. We've talked about, we've actually talked about quite a few things already. We could actually get into player ratings now, actually. So let's start with De Gea. I'll start and then I'll go to G Wolf and then Griffo. So everyone in the chat, please be getting in your player ratings. We're going to come into the chat when we can. Gandix saying 37 likes. Thank you guys for watching and hitting the like. Liam Deville, get rid of all my United players. Thought I was cursing them. I don't know what
Keep
FFL.
them out.
Oh, was that was it Fantasy League? Isn't it FFL?
Yeah.
Fantasy League, isn't it? I was cursing.
Keep them out.
Yeah, keep them out.
Never get them in again.
We might start going on some form now. Then that's the thing. It might be time to pick the Man United players again. Well, hello there. He's been in some streams. Oh, I clicked into the wrong one. Well, hello there. Thanks for getting in here. What's the hair playing? Yeah, I mean, you didn't have that much to do today, really. So I was going to start on De Gea. I mean, I'll just give him, because we're not had to rely on De Gea today. That's a good thing for once. But we did play 5 at the back, so we're going to protect him. So I'll go 6. I think he made some good passes out from the back. He did all right. G Wolf?
I'd say 7. He did a couple of good saves, I thought. He was when he was called upon, he did a couple of good saves, especially with that. Wasn't it Son when he went through one on one
in the first half?
Yeah, I think so, wasn't it?
I remember when
was it Ryan that get him, or was it Ryan that caught up to him?
It was Wan-Bissaka I saw for one when he was in on goal, and then Wan-Bissaka got in with a sliding challenge. I remember that.
It might have been that one, yeah.
Okay, but in retrospect, I think it was a very good recovery from Wan-Bissaka anyway. That's what we see. He's very good in defense. So he's still saying 7, yeah?
Yeah, I'd still say 7 because he did do a couple of good saves as well. I remember some other saves that he did.
Okay, Batman saying De Gea 4 because he didn't do so much. I mean, thanks for getting in here, Batman. Always getting in here. I would say because he didn't do much, you would still give a 5, an average, because he didn't do anything wrong. That's the thing. He didn't do much, but he didn't do anything wrong. So I would say at least a 5 anyway, at least an average one. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Gandix, thanks for getting in your comment. I give De Gea 6 because he didn't do anything. So it's quite. I think he deserved a quiet game for once. We've been relying. I like to call De Gea Superman when he's making them saves. So I think he was due one of these games. Griffo, what are you saying?
Yeah, we usually get one wonder save a game, don't we, with David De Gea? We didn't today, which is good. Yeah, he made a few good passes to Luke Shaw to set up the attack, which was good.
Yeah.
But I'll go 6.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that there was, unless De Gea was saving shots which were off target. Yeah, Tottenham had no shots on target.
Oh, okay.
They were pretty bad.
People was having just too much fun. He wasn't actually watching.
Yeah, thanks to Avenger Mass for getting that stat in here. I forgot about that.
Okay, cheers for that. Okay, then I changed my rating to 6.
You're agreeing with Batman's changed his mind now to 6 then. Okay, we're being nice to De Gea. Griffith, start us off on Wan-Bissaka.
9.
9. Wow. Okay.
He was excellent today. Defensively, sound as a pound as always. Attacking wise, better than he usually is. I called him Adama Wan-Bissaka, I think, during the first half because he just kept making bombing runs and beating players. So
Sorry, say it again. You called him a.
Adama Wan-Bissaka
Oh,
because he was
okay.
beating players. Yeah, a really, really good performance from him today. So
Okay.
9.
Before I come to G Wolves, Liam Lavell's agreeing as well. Yes, 9. Finlay McCrossan, one of the members. Thanks for getting in here. Yeah, 8. My man of the match. Okay. Batman solid 8. Griffo, what you saying? I mean, not Griffo. Sorry, G Wolf.
Yeah, he said 9. Yeah, I agree with the chat. 8.
8. Is there any
He
more to elaborate on?
No, he played. He did a lot better than again. Literally, all the players played absolutely brilliantly from last time out. So at the end of the day, yeah, 8. Like
Okay.
his attacking, his defensive, especially that last minute challenge from Son. Yeah, he was offside, but still had to play for the whistle.
That's the one. I was just about to say that. Well, hello there. Wan-Bissaka needs to stop getting disrespected by some fans. He's amazing. High 8, maybe 9. Yeah, people are feeling Obi Wan-Bissaka, as I've called him, the Jedi. No, he's Phone Monkey saying an 8 as well. You know what?
Yeah.
I do rate Wan-Bissaka most of the time. He always puts the work in. I'm still not rating him going forward as much today because I did see some drawbacks to where he was past the ball in one of the movements where he crossed the ball and it was behind everyone. I heard the commentators were getting at him a bit as well. There's some things that he doesn't do where we see him. He's like kind of uncomfortable on the ball. So I'd still just give him a 7. I give him a 7. Not too much of man of the match or anything like that. But he's always good in tackling. He's always a good tackler. So for we'll go to Lindelof. So Lindelof, I was just trying to remember because when we play a 5 at the back, usually because there's so many defenders there, yeah, they are covering the space. Everyone's doing a job where you don't really see too much individual brilliance in terms of defense because everyone has completely marked out the space. Like we're saying with Kane, we didn't even really notice him because he just marked out the game. No space for them to play. And we sat back and we counted. So Lindelof, I'll give him an average 6 for me. Maybe some other people saw more from Lindelof. G Wolf, what do you think about Lindelof?
7. Like as I say, he did a good few passes. Did a bit of tackle. Well, that's what a defender's supposed to do is tackle and make sure they get it right. So he did his job really.
Okay, Griffo.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a 7. A few times Son burst through, and I think that's sort of his fault because he was the right-sided centre-back and was trying to stop Son. But overall, I think 7. He much better than last week, as you'd expect when he's playing at a 5 at the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gandix has got a little bit of a challenging statement here. I'm not sure if I completely agree. Didn't even notice Lindelof today. He was, which is a good thing for a defender, 7. But that's the thing. If you don't notice him, that means in your eyes, Gandix, he may be a bit of a passenger. I don't think a passenger can get 7 though.
Well, in my eyes, I didn't see any blunders from him.
Still, but then what are the pros that you see then? That's the thing as well. You got
the other side.
Clean sheet.
I did a load of clean sheet.
Yeah.
Great passes. He did some. I'm pretty sure, didn't he try to lob it over the top for Cristiano Ronaldo or Cavani? I know sometimes he does one of them high balls, don't he?
No, he tries a lot of long balls. I didn't really see
that's what I'm
them
saying.
come off. I didn't see enough of them come off today, though. To be fair, I think he was missing Rashford because he usually gives a long ball over to Rashford to get onto. So maybe he was missing. Maybe he was missing some of that pace in behind. I mean, Cavani's got a bit of pace, but he didn't really. I don't think he got in behind too much. But the thing is, it's Rashford who gets in behind for them long balls from Lindelof.
Definitely.
So we've said our ratings for Lindelof, right? Okay. People are getting in saying 7 from Batman Knight fan. Okay. Finlay McCrossin did his job 6. That's maybe a 6.5, 6/7. Okay.
Yeah, he was a
Fair
6,
enough.
7.
Fair enough. Okay. So Maguire there. Oh, no, not Maguire. Who was in the centre? The centre back. The centre back was Varane. I'm going in
How can
order.
you forget?
I'm trying to go in order, isn't it? Like Varane for me was a 7 because he's the one that I really noticed in terms of winning more challenges than the average person. In the first half, I saw him going and mark. He was marking Kane out of the game, especially in the first half. From what I saw, I didn't see everything, but he looked good. He looked like he was fit again. He didn't look like he was struggling for fitness. Like when we see certain players come back from injuries, they'll maybe tend to struggle to get acclimated back to the game. He looked like he wasn't even missing for the last month or last 3 games or whatever it was. He looked like he was fresh again, came back, and it's good to see him get a clean sheet because defenders they need that kind of thing for confidence. So yeah, I give him a nice round 7. What are you saying, G Wolf?
Yes, I'll go with an 8 actually, because he was the better defender, better out of the 3 defenders. Yeah, he had Kane pretty wrapped up, didn't he? He wrapped him up in a nice
Wrapped up
little
in cotton
bow.
wool. Yeah, in the bow. Yeah.
Wrapped him up in a nice little bow and sent him packing. So yeah, it was great to see that. So yeah, 8 for me.
Yeah, maybe the Spurs fans want to see him packing now if he's going to be doing them kind
if he's going to keep on doing that,
performances. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what you saying, Griffo?
9 again. I might be going slightly high, but I just think his performance I would probably give an 8, but his impact on the rest of the defense, I think ups him to a 9 because I think if you put Bailly, Phil Jones in with Lindelof and Maguire, we don't have a good defensive performance today.
You're shitting on Bailly though. Come on, he's been good when he's played before. Surely.
No. I do like Bailly, but I'm just saying Varane is next tier. He is our Virgil van Dijk. We'll get into a debate about that later. But I think there was one point in the game. It was 75 minutes, I think, when Cavani played that through ball for Harry Kane, weirdly enough. And he just ran. And it was Varane who his positioning was 10 out of 10. He didn't close Kane down. He kept him at an angle and it caused Kane to make a mistake. And I thought, that is the world-class defending we've needed for the last 3-4 years. That's what we wanted with Maguire and that's what we've got with Varane. So I think, yeah, in terms of everything today, leadership in that back line, then Maguire should be giving us his own performance 9.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was almost a captain's performance in that defense, just leading by example, like you were saying, Griffo. He improved the defense. He improved them the way he set the example. Batman Knight fan is actually on your level as well, saying the Varane 9, Finlay, McCrossin, 7.5, amazing raffle. I like that. I like that term. Rolls Royce defender. I think we used to call Rio Ferdinand Rolls Royce defender. That's what we've run to keep doing. That Rio Ferdinand kind of thing. Just being in control, being able to play on the ball, defending by example. That's what we need. Leon Lavelle sold 8. Yeah, Varane quality. Gandix is saying. Yeah, I think we're all agreed on that one. Oh, This might be a little bit of a debate here. Varane for captaincy. I mean, I don't know about. Let's discuss that now. I don't know about another new person coming in and having the captaincy. We've seen Maguire was a new person, came in, was backed by Ole because Ole thought that's my guy. That's my guy to really have the best performances and lead by example. We've not really seen it, even though we're going to get into Maguire's performance today. He was okay today. Maybe Varane is considered. I don't know if Ole would change it up at this point. G-Wolf, do you think he would even consider changing it up at this point?
No, not at the moment. I think he would still keep Maguire as captain until the end of the season and then see how Maguire's performance is up until that point before he changes the captaincy, I think.
Okay, fair enough.
If
So you might
if he does change it midway, then that could hinder Maguire's confidence to a degree. You know
but
what I
then
mean?
we've got to look at the team as well. May they benefit from someone
I
else
don't
being
know. Tell you
the
the truth, today
example?
Maguire was a lot more vocal today to his defenders. I thought, like he was telling the midfield to come back and to sort of like stay in the position. I thought
Okay.
I saw a lot of hand movements from Harry Maguire. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he was orchestrating the
That's good if you
defense
did
and all
that
that lot.
because I didn't see it, but that's the thing. I didn't watch. I can't watch everything sometimes. I didn't really see it, but if you're saying that happens, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
it
good. That's
was
what we need from the captain.
one area when it went out for a throw in, and Spurs was going to take a quick throw, and then all of a sudden Harry Maguire said, "No, you stay there. Get to stay there with that defender, to stay with that player," and then that's what happened.
So what's your rating then for Maguire?
So for Maguire, I would say a solid 8. For Varane, I didn't give my Varane rating,
Oh, okay.
and I'll give that an 8 as well.
All right, fair enough. Any more on that?
No, just both of them. All the defenders had a brilliant game today. I thought it was really solid.
Okay, solid, man. Yeah, people keep getting in your ratings in the chat. Batman that fan saying 7. Okay. Griffo, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think 7 as well. I thought he had a very good game. Considering where he was last week, and I think I gave him a 1 last week against Liverpool. Massive improvement. 7, yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of mine.
0.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was thinking you just give him at least a point or something for showing up, as in being there, not showing up as in playing well, just being a person on the field. So, I mean, I remember for my ratings on that Liverpool game, they were a bit too high. I said it in the comments after. I had to comment and say, kind of disregards some of my ratings. They're a bit too high. I remember giving McTominay a 5. I don't know how I gave him that. But yeah, I mean, if I'm going to give my Maguire rating, I would say, because a lot of the time we see Maguire look good in the back three. Sometimes when England do it, I think Leicester did it a few times. He's very good on like the left side of a defense, and he was good in doing the clearances. He's good at clearing the ball. I said before, he's a good. Liam Lavelle saying slabhead 7. Yeah, I would say 6.5 really, because a lot of work was done by Varane. Lindelof looked good. But yeah, he looked all right in terms of getting a few clearances away. So I'll give him like 6.5, man. What's Bart saying? 7.8126. He's doing maths here. I think maybe Bart has got the calculator and he's kind of calculated the ratings for previous games and then just done like divide and make that and he's done the average for like maybe 10 games. 7.8126. That's mad. But yeah, so we've done the back three. Luke Shaw, I'll start us off on him. I'm just trying to remember properly what he did. He did look like he's trying to get forward a bit. I remember him getting the yellow cards early, and I forgot to say about Maguire. What happened with him getting that yellow card for nothing? It was actually Varane that made a foul, and I think Maguire got in there. The referee was poor for that decision. Did you see Maguire? He was like, me? Why are you giving me a yellow card? I thought he was going to point at Varane. Imagine if the captain points at the other player and says, no,
Do you
it was
want to
him.
know something funny? None of them touched him.
I think Varane a little bit, maybe.
I think there was contact at the back.
It was soft. I think it was very soft.
It was minimal.
It was, yeah, I would say it was minimal. That's what I would say.
That's all you need against Spurs players. You know,
oh yeah,
leave on them when they go a mile.
The wind.
I would say that for a lot of players. This is why I like the fact that the referees have let like the soft contact go for a lot of decisions. It's good that they didn't score from that, because maybe that should have been let go because it was very minimal. So yeah, that with that kind of one, yeah, Maguire, yeah, we've done Maguire's ratings. So sure, yeah, I lost my train of thought there. I mean, he didn't do too bad overall. It wasn't really exposed. I think Son went onto that side, to try and give him trouble. For me, I'm just trying to remember what he did specifically, and I don't remember too much. I may be wrong with this, but I'll say just a steady of average 6 for me. Yeah. So, G Wolf, what you're saying?
Yeah, 6.5. I would say if we're going 0.5. I know people don't like there's the 0.5, but
We got Mark
was
Fisher. Mark Fisher's doing 7.5, so he's seen a bit more from Shaw compared to me.
Well, the only thing is, Shaw attacked a lot better down that left-hand side. Especially when he's on the wing back, like with England, he's always bombing it down that left-hand side, especially with Shaw on that, especially with Harry Maguire on that side as well. Like those two link up pretty well together in the England squad with that formation. So maybe that's what Ollie was thinking as well, playing Shaw but if it was any of us, we would have got rid of all of that. Not about 9 people that were playing on that pitch. I think, considering that they played that shit the last game.
Yeah.
So for them to come and play like they did today, to tell you the truth, that was a bit of a redemption for them, I think.
Yeah, I mean, before I get to Griffith, I mean, for me, I'd like to see some real form now. I mean, we've got 4 wins out of 9 now. We've got to still take the whole form into account. We've got to still look at the games across the across the fixture list. We've not really looked that well. I mean, people can still say on paper, if you just look at it, you don't even look at the results, or I mean, if you don't even look at the performances, and you just look at the results, it's not looking that good. 4 wins out of 9 is not good enough for Man United. But this is why I'm saying I want to see what's going to happen now. I mean, really, I don't want to get into my point of view on Ole already, but really, I need to be convinced that he can overcome a 5-0 loss. That's a bad loss. I mean, I want to just be happy for today. We got the result in it. So I'll come back and say, okay, I'm happy for today. So for Luke Shaw, then Griffo, what are you saying?
Yeah, I thought it was probably the weakest of the back 5 today. In the back 3, when you play 3 centre backs, it gives the wing backs freedom to bomb up the pitch. I think he lost the ball a few times today, which was frustrating. I think he passed it to Spurs' players. So yeah, an average sort of 6 today for me.
Okay.
Nothing to. I think he's burnt out though, because he's played so much football last season, so much football at the Euros. I think him and Maguire both would just been burned to the ground, and hopefully we can get the Shaw back that we saw at the Euros and we saw last season.
You know what? That's
phenomenal.
That's an interesting point you bring up, yeah, because I feel that overall, all of the internationals across all the teams have been a very good credit to the sport in the way they've played through COVID, where we saw the amount of traffic that people had in terms of their fixtures. Like, it was like, what was it, 3 games or 4 games a week even? It was ridiculous at one point. Then they went to the Euros, and then they've had, a month's break? Not even that much of a break. Come back, and then they're doing top-level football. So, yeah, for people like Shaw and anyone else that was playing in that tournament, it's good that they're still trying to get back to top level. And we've not seen them. I mean, Shaw has struggled, but it's not been like that, like completely like he's written off for the season. He had a bad game in that Liverpool game. But, yeah, we're seeing an average performance from him in that last game. People in the chat are positive. Gandick saying... Shaw must have made the key pass at least, can't remember. So 7. People are still generous, even though they can't remember some people doing certain things. Liam Lavelle going for 7 for Shaw was decent today. Okay. Captain Black asking about Alex Telles. I don't know about what he's got to do to even get in this team at this point, because Luke Shaw's had a few bad games. And then,
did you see his Instagram post?
Oh no! What was that? What happened?
It was a normal post, and he captioned it like, "You've got to work hard, and the time will come," or something like that. And that was
Oh,
like
okay.
6 hours before kickoff, and everyone assumed that he'd be starting. And he wasn't even in the squad. So whether there's deeper meaning to that, I don't know. But he should be getting more game time than he is. Especially if we're
Yeah,
going to play
definitely.
5 at the back now, because I think him as left wing back would be great.
Definitely. I mean, I take from that is from what he's saying there. I take it that he's just trying to be positive a bit, almost like what Donny van der Beek used to be. Because I remember in an interview that Donny van der Beek had on Rio Ferdinand's channel, he was saying, "I've just got to keep my head down, keep working." But then after that, we saw him spit out the chewing gum when he didn't get played in a few games. So maybe we see Alex Telles spitting out some chewing gum when he doesn't get any games in the future, but. Hey, maybe at least he's staying a bit positive. He's saying, got to work hard. People are saying, I think Jonathan Gallagher saying 8 for Luke Shaw, Gandix, Tellers will thrive in the back 5. Fair enough. Bart's just keeps putting in the decimals right now. Shaw is good, but not the Shaw Burton Carlos of the summer, 6.78. Okay. Fair enough, man. So we're doing a defense. Griffith, start us off on McFred. Are you going to give him a rating as combined rating, or maybe
No. We can do it individually.
individually? Start McTominay then.
Oh, I thought McTominay was really good today. There was a few classic McTominay things, but I thought his range of passing was good. I thought his movement was good. I thought he contributed to the attacks well. So I'll give him a 7, a steady 7. I thought it was one of his better games in recent times.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, what are you saying then?
I second it. 7.
Yeah,
he did well. He did do well. Did a few tackles in midfield, stopping the play, and also a few interceptions as well. So, as Griffo said, it was one of his better games.
Yeah, Batman Knight fan is on that level too, saying 7 as well. Zayn always gets in here with these. You know what, Zayn? I've noticed with Zayn, he doesn't say anything now. It's like he's almost. I don't know. It's not like he's gone into a shell, but it's always with a super sticker. People in the chat, tell me what the super sticker is because I can't see it on. I'm on stream. Thank you.
He's saying thank you with that
for
pair and him bowing down. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Thanks for the super chat, by the way, Zayn. But thank you on bowing down.
Thank you for the stream.
Thank you for giving you such entertainment.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Zayn. I mean, I'm just looking at where Arsenal are now because we've got to actually worry about Arsenal. We've got them in a few weeks' time. They are level on points with us.
But I'm so looking forward to that game.
I'm not sure yet, because we've got to see what these tactics are gonna be. We've got to see what Ole's doing with these tactics. Because I don't want to see 5-2 against Arsenal. I don't want to pay respect to them. I want to go at them. I think we've got the squad to do that. It should be that level. But we're only beating Arsenal by I think we've got +4 goal difference. They got -1, so we're beating them on goal difference. That would be a good game when that comes up.
I was going to say, that if we play like we did against Atlanta and also against Liverpool, we'll be 2-0 down by 15 minutes against Arsenal if we play like that. Because I watched a little bit of them earlier on this afternoon and tell you what, they attacked from the off.
Yeah, we can't keep going down against teams. We can't keep going down against teams, because that's not a formula. I mean, even though we've done it before, it's just, I don't like roller coaster football. Maybe sometimes, but not like doing it against a lot of teams which we shouldn't be respecting.
So I think if they go attacking, we do the 3-5-2 formation. I'll be happy with that, and just get a brilliant performance because of. The only thing is, everyone is saying that Ollie is tactless and doesn't know his format. He doesn't know his best team and all that lot. Well, if he plays that same team as we did against Tottenham, then surely he is tact inept and he
has
can
some
get the performance.
Yeah, some tactics, but we need to see, or I, especially in my mind as well, from seeing that we've got a big legacy as Man United, we need to see when we can dominate games. I don't like, because counterattacks are ultimately underdog tactics. You can't
Yeah.
argue against that. So going forward, I want to see more of us dictating more games. Gandix was saying, Zane is saying, thank you for beating Spurs. Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do now. I get it.
All
Now I
right.
get it. Okay, cool. Thanks for that, Gandix. Rudy Cart Game, one of the loyal members, getting in with a super sticker. Yeah, the G of what is a super sticker? I think
He's
because
doing the fist bumps.
yeah, because he's an Arsenal fan. He must
Yeah.
be happy that we're beating Spurs. So all of the London club supporters are they're just thankful to us. So yeah, you're welcome, guys. We beat one of the scummers from London. So yeah, be happy.
We beat the Spuds.
We beat the Spuds. So if we stay on go on.
I was just thinking we can go on an absolute. We can just destroy London because we play Watford soon. We play Chelsea soon, Arsenal, and then Palace. We can just go there and beat all the London teams.
We can get bragging rights in London. That's what you're saying, yeah. Right.
London will be Man United town.
Yeah, we got to plant our flag there like soldiers. Put it on the highest point there, saying this is Man United's territory. I mean, that would be good for some confidence, but overall, I keep going back to it. We've got to see form for the league. We've got to see form for winning some trophies. But yeah, that would be good in the meantime to get some bragging rights.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. Take over London, take over the capital. That would help for some good confidence there. So if we get back to the ratings, so McTominay, G-Wolf, you said yours, didn't you?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, both on
7. I didn't say mine. I would say, because I didn't see as much as what you guys saw. People keep getting in your ratings. We're going to try and stay on track. It's hard to when there's so much things that go on, and when the super chats come in, it just triggers like different conversation. But I'd say a 6 because sometimes I did see him losing the ball in terms of when we're going forward. Technically, doesn't really look that sound, but. Yeah, I think Griffith was saying he made some good passes. Though it was like from McTominay, every time I see good, I see bad. So I give him an average 6. I give him an average 1 because when you're playing 5 at the back and you're playing, you've got a partner in midfield with Fred. That helps you to get your game to a certain level. So I'd say a 6.
Well, he was sort of our holding midfielder, wasn't he?
Fred stayed there holding 2. They did overlap a bit, but
see, I thought Fred was more attacking box to box.
Did you see that shot that he had?
Yeah.
First half?
Fred was, yeah.
I wanted him to score that. Oh, imagine Fred putting in a shot from 30 yards. That would have been awesome because we know when he shoots a lot of the time, you can't get it on target most of the time. You can't get it on target.
When he lined up that shot, I'm like, "Oh, get ready, Rosette, get your hands up to catch this because it's going out the stadium." But no, it's surprisingly good shot.
Yeah, goalkeeper had to save it.
Yeah. I would love that to go in, but yeah. So yeah, I'll start on Fred. And Fred, I'll just give him an average as well because I think he was almost. Oh, he did lose the ball a bit when I saw him. He's got to stop losing these 50-50s. I mean, McTominay does lose some 50-50s, but I noticed Fred a bit more losing. What do you call it? When you're battling in terms of strength, he tends to get out battled in terms of strength, and we've seen that over the course of a lot of games. Avenger Mass, thanks for getting the like count in here. 63 likes. People keep liking. Thanks for staying with us. But yeah, with Fred, yeah, there was some good tackles, but then passing away, losing the battles in terms of the duels. So yeah, I give him an average 6. I mean, he didn't do too much wrong. So yeah, Batman saying that as well. Yes, Fred's 6 though. Yeah, Griffo, what are you saying for Fred?
I'm going to go 5. I think he did get dispossessed a lot. He was losing every physical battle known to man. There was one point, and I don't make notes on the game, but I wrote this down because I thought it was worthy to bring it up. 73 minutes, he made 3 yellow card bookable offences in about 4 seconds.
Wow.
He fouled somebody once, they got up, he fouled him again, and then he kicked the ball away, and I thought, Jesus Christ. He did get a yellow card for it, but I thought, that's 3 bookable offences you've just done in like the space of 4 seconds. Yeah, it was another classic Fred performance. The shot was good, of course. But He was the weak link, I think, again in that midfield. So I'd give it a 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, G-Wolf.
Yeah, I'm going to go in between you two and go 5.5. I thought he was good. Just the shot alone was pretty amazing. I thought, especially getting it on target. Normally, as you say, it goes into Rose Ed and all that lot. So, yeah. And then also there was wasn't there he did a shot in the second half as well, didn't he?
I can't remember that. But yeah, was that a good shot?
Not really. I think it
no.
went. I think
You
that's the one that went
to his
high and
ways.
wide.
Your Gamma's saying, yeah, Fred, 6, decent performance. This is what I'm saying. I don't think it was worse than McTominay. Jonathan Gallagher said 6, Eddie. I think that must be for Fred. He's saying for McTominay 7. Yeah, I mean, some people are saying that. Yeah, I mean, like you guys are saying that McTominay played better. I think they were at the same level, but yeah, I mean, we all see different things. Fair enough. I think it was similar. No. Jonathan saying Fred 8 was pretty good today. Okay.
God.
So I think that's a bit of a rare one. I don't know if a lot of people are saying Fred was better than McTominay, but
has Fred ever got an 8 by anyone? That's the first 8 Fred's ever got in player.
Wow. No, some people are saying this though. Avenger Mass saying 8 as well. Okay. He does do some good stuff in terms of tackling, but yeah, it's just I think it's the case with a lot of players where they just undo what the good work that they do. They take a step forwards and a step backwards sometimes. It's a bit on and off with certain players, but fair enough.
He's good at tackling because he loses the ball and has to make the tackle.
Yeah, he does recover well because he's got that tenacity. He's pretty quick across the ground. I do like Fred sometimes. I mean, not this season overall, but last season he had a better season last season. I mean, come on, if my memory is losing me right now. We finished top 2, didn't we, last season? Fred was a big reason for that, in my opinion, in terms of tackling and recovering the ball. Obviously, he still wasn't technically that great going forward, but he did all right. So we've done the midfield in terms of the holding midfielders. Got to go to big man Bruno. I'll start us off from Bruno, though. People keep getting your ratings in the chat. Bruno, this is the thing. I had my player cam on Bruno quite a bit because the thing is, like, I do look at there are a lot of games that he plays. Sometimes he will punt the ball into the box without looking. Sometimes he's almost like a guy that he hits and hopes sometimes, but then sometimes you will see a measured pass. So the thing is, he got that. He got an assist, good assist for Ronaldo. He was good. He kept trying things. He kept doing this thing where he kept going because he was playing attacking mid, but he kept going to the right to help out Wan-Bissaka a bit. Tried to keep getting crosses in. He got a few crosses in for Cavani, who unluckily missed a few chances. So he's always productive. That's what you can't argue about with Bruno. Always productive. And if you keep throwing enough darts at the ball, sorry, you're going to get a bullseye. You're going to get a bullseye if you keep throwing enough darts at the board, right? And he got that assist for Ronaldo. So I've got to give him, I give him around 7. I just give it around 7. Not that special, but effective. I give him around 7. So we'll come to Griffo.
I think you hit the nail on the head. He tries a lot of stuff and a lot of it doesn't really pay off, but I'm going to give him an 8 because that assist was sublime. And then he got the assist for the Cavani goal as well, because I remember it was a counter-attack. And he put his right foot behind it. I thought he's striking this from 40 yards, the motherfucker. But in the end, he passed it to Ronaldo, and then it was 2-0. So, yeah, 8 today. A lot of what he tried, which maybe wouldn't have worked against other teams, worked against Tottenham. So I give it an 8.
Okay. Yeah, G-Wolf.
Yeah, definitely a solid 8 for me for Bruno. Also, he actually was tracking back as well in towards the defense. Didn't he do a slide tackle?
Yeah.
He ran from the center, from the attacking midfield area to the defense. Hadn't seen that.
I mean, I can't remember him being needed though. G-Wolf. We had 5 at the back, man. It's like
exactly. But the only thing is, they were getting through, and literally they Spurs bypassed our midfield in the middle, and then Bruno was just managed to track back one of the Spurs runners and did a not a last ditch tackle, but did a brilliant tackle to win back the ball. But yeah, that second goal, I'm pretty sure didn't Maguire have a bit of a a bit of a thingy in for that? Was it the first goal? Or the second goal.
What did he do?
So basically, McTominay passed it to Fred. Fred passed it to Shaw, then passed it back to Fred. Then it went to Maguire. Maguire passed it to Bruno, who passed it to Shaw, and then back to Bruno again. And then Bruno sort of crossed it in for the Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's
So that was a pretty
you're going deep there. So you're giving props
exactly.
to Maguire.
I will go deep, but it was a good team goal. That's what I'm trying to get at.
All right.
You know what I mean? It was a brilliant team goal. One of those goals. I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one.
I think it was the first one.
We're due some good team goals. At least we're doing that a little bit because it's always not always, but recently. Okay, interchangeability. That's what we need as a team to do good because we've seen that the pressing wasn't good. There's been too many team flaws, so it's good that you guys are seeing the team stuff happening. This is what's got to be part of the consistency, that we're doing more team kind of goals. So people in the chat, what are you saying for Bruno? Yagam07, thanks for getting in here. Bruno 8 because just because of the assist. Yeah, I think like I was saying, he has a good level of productivity. It's an interesting question that you brought up here. Same formation, 3-5-2 with Bruno and Pogba at center and Jesse attacking mid. Is it possible? I think it might work 3-5-2. So how would that work there? If Bruno and Pogba are in there. So what? So Bruno and Pogba would be the holding midfielders? Yeah. I don't know because Pogba can defend, but he doesn't like to defend. I've not seen Bruno do defensive work. He likes a free roll. He did it for Sporting.
Yeah, he did it for Sporting occasionally, not often though.
I don't think it was often because remember we saw him got a lot of goal involvements for what he was doing at. Basically, what he's doing here is what he did at Sporting. A lot of that playing that attacking role and just getting the crosses in, a lot of long shots, just being the maverick. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of Lingard. I'm not sure if it could work though. But good question though from it's Yag Yam.
Lingard. I think Lingard
sorry.
is sort of done at United. I think
should have left in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, thanks to Micaiah Kramer saying go to Worcester and Griffo. He's bigging up the panel. Thanks for that. Thanks for that that vote of confidence. That's what we need on the panel right now. Thanks.
Cheers, Micaiah.
Thanks to one of the great mods. Thanks, Micaiah. 69 likes. Thanks, guys, for helping
just
the
platform.
Way I like it. Obviously helping the Flying Pig. Yeah, man. Obviously, you guys are helping the Flying Pig. I think he will be on with FIFA. He's usually on later with some nice FIFA about 11 o'clock, a bit late. Have your notifications on. The Flying Pig should be on to talk to you guys a little bit later as well. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in for this after show. So yeah, I think I'm the only one that's done my Bruno one, isn't it? Did I pass it on? I passed it on. I think I passed it on to Griffo, didn't I? I don't think.
I said 8. No.
Yeah.
8.
I don't think.
Yeah, I said 8.
You said 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said. Did you say 7?
Yeah. So once the strikers now, people keep getting your ratings and the top 2 for me though. I'll start off with Cavani. He was good. He looked like he's always, even at his age, he's a very good runner still. And we saw him eventually get that goal. I'll give him a 7 because I'm not getting too gassed because it's one of them games where it wasn't a proper attacking game where you properly get your forwards in with a lot of chances to be rated very high, in my opinion. But I think he gets a 7 because he did well in terms of getting some chances when he did and then eventually getting the goal. So yeah, G Wolf, what you saying for that one?
Yeah. He was pressing. I thought he kept on pressing from the front. You know, he was the one who kept on trying to close down the centre backs all the time, and his positional play is second to none.
Mm.
So, me personally, I'll go an 8.
Okay.
Because it was a brilliant performance from him, considering he hasn't had that much game time either.
Yeah, he didn't. He
And for
didn't even look
him
rusty. He didn't look rusty, did he?
exactly. So for me, as I say, for him just to come on the pitch and did what he did, but that's it's an 8.
Okay. Before I get to Griffo, Flying Pig, the Don's in here. I'm here, been listening to the whole show, just editing Gold's reaction videos still. Yeah. So guys, when you're on the channel, keep looking out for the compilations that Pigo brings out. He brings out goal reactions. He brings out I think he has exclusives still helping with edits to certain videos. So just keep a lookout for videos coming out and hit a like. We know Flying Pig's always, even if we're losing, even if we're winning, he's always great with the reaction, and he has some of the best watch-alongs where he interacts with the chat and he keeps us going. So yeah, stay tuned on the channel for that edited video. People are saying Phone Monkey, thanks for getting in here. Cavani 8, yeah. People are liking Cavani. Jonathan Gallagher 8. Cavani, I think he's earned himself another start. He look good. What's Ellie saying? Ellie, get to Griffo.
She wants to hear my calming tones. Who are we on, Cavani?
Yeah.
I think what you get with Cavani and Ronaldo is sort of like the stationary one of the two, and Cavani's the one that presses. So I think it worked today, and hopefully it can work in the future if we do it again. I'll go a 7 because his goal was well taken. A little dink over Lloris, who went down too early. Other than that, he had a few headers that I thought were wide. Maybe could have done a little bit better. I saw a tiny bit of rust, as you were saying, G Wolf, who's not played much football recently. So I'll go a 7.
7.
A steady 7.
Okay. And now we get to, debatably, I mean, we should actually say, the player ratings will tell us who we think is man of the match, but from my rating, I'm going Ronaldo man of the match, pretty much for me, because I give him the highest rating. I give him an 8. First off, I was actually saying to myself when I was looking at him, he didn't actually look too good coming deep, but I was saying to myself, he was trying to get involved. There was a few touches he was having. He kept doing this, what do you call it? That little backflip Cruyff. That little Cruyff flip that he does with his right foot. And he kicks
the Ronaldo chop.
The Ronaldo, that's the one. He kept doing the Ronaldo chop.
Yeah.
He kept trying to bring that signature move back, and I was like, okay, cool. He's trying to roll back the years
all over again. Yeah,
that's the one. You know what I mean? He's trying to roll back the years. I was like, okay, go on, Ronaldo, go on. And then those were kind of few times where it would fizzle out, but then when he popped up with that volley, that is prime Ronaldo as a striker, getting that volley. And then that assist as well, where he did the Ronaldo chop Griffo and then put it through for Cavani to get that nice little chip. So yeah, I give him an 8. My man of the match there, man. What you saying for Ronaldo, Griffo?
9. I think you kind of have to when he scored the goal that got the ball rolling and the second goal that basically killed the game. Don't rest on that pass that Ronaldo made, by the way. It looked easy, but it was actually quite a difficult pass because I think he went with the outside of his boot and the defender was like doing a good job at marking Cavani. So I thought it was a really good ball from Ronaldo, and he's not known for his assists as much as he's known for his goals, but
yeah,
I think it's nice to see both sides of that game coming today. And the reason we brought Ronaldo, other than to stop City getting him, is because he's a match winner and he won us the match today.
Yep.
Yeah. Before I come to you, G Wolf, just got to see what people are saying. People are saying 9. Phone Monkey saying 9. Gandix, Ronaldo 9. That goal was insane. Some lovely touches as well. Assisted the goal to man of the match. Yeah, I'm on that level too. Even though I'm saying 8, still, I mean, 8 and 9. Okay,
Go on, up it
whatever.
to a
So
9. Up it to a 9.
I still stick with 8. You know, I'll still stick with that. But yeah, it's still a high rating. Avenged Mass 9. Yeah, for a monkey saying man of the match, cool. Yeah, G Wolf, what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm going to echo it with everybody else in the chat, and also Griffo 9. Literally, he
Griffo
was
9, cool. Yeah.
he was
Griffo's been good today.
he was absolutely brilliant in that game. Not saying that you're not brilliant, Griffo, because you are. Yeah.
I would have scored that Ronaldo goal, just saying.
I wouldn't. I think I would have fluffed it. Oh, dear me. I would have probably taken a touch first and then caressed it.
I think if I tried that Ronaldo chop, I'd end up on the floor.
You know what? I could do it. I'm going to be confident in my ability. I've not played football for ages, though, but you got to believe in yourself. I reckon I could do that chop. Like I could do it in 5-a-side football, not in a match, not in a proper 11-a-side. It's a whole different kettle of fish. That is.
I probably could do it just like just pissing about and all that lot, but yeah,
in your back garden,
competitive game. Yeah, in my back garden, on my own. But yeah, as I say, he did a couple of intelligent passes. He did a few intelligent ones as well to open up the play a bit. So yeah, overall he was the man of the match, and that goal was just absolutely sublime. Like the way that Bruno put it over. I think he's done it before though, didn't he? He's done those little passes before, Bruno.
Yeah. I remember the Champions League one against even Young Boys, even though we lost that one, and that's like outside of the boot assist. He does a few good ones against West Ham as well for Ronaldo. I don't know if he got that assist, but yeah, he puts nice balls in sometimes. Yeah,
there was a very good goal last season, I think, where it was a free kick and he chipped it over to Anthony Martial. Yeah, and that's one of my favourite goals under the old era because it was just so clever and just a beautiful goal.
That's it. That's what I was going to say as well. So we know that he's got it in his locker. He just needs to show it a little bit more, I think.
Yeah,
we haven't seen he's gone missing in a few games recently, hasn't he?
We've seen his age, to be honest, because I don't want to say
I meant Bruno.
Oh, Bruno. Okay.
Yeah. I meant Bruno. But regarding Ronaldo, literally, he as you say, his age, he's not as pacey as what he used to be when he first was at United. So he's off the pace a bit more. But to tell you the truth, his intelligent play is coming more into effect, I think, where he's thinking about what could be a good position for me to make the team a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough, man. I mean, I was looking at Bart's comment because he's just making me laugh with the decimals. He's saying Ronaldo 8.567, but come on. I mean, we can't even say Ronaldo this season. I mean, he doesn't even take penalties. All of his goals have been,
he hasn't had any.
It's been from outfield play. So yeah, he's been doing proper goals, not penalties, man. Can't say Ronaldo. Yeah, it's disrespect. Jonathan saying 8.5 for Cavani. Yeah, I want to see Cavani and Ronaldo. Hopefully, they can build a partnership if Ole permits that kind of thing to happen. But maybe without 5 at the back going forward. Obviously, we got. I understood the performance today to stop letting in goals because we need to. Mm-hmm. We've had to go back to basics, and that is don't let in goals. Keep it short. Keep it shored up at the back. Keep it tight at the back, and stop the rut. So yeah, that's what I say. I say I'll give props to Ole for the result today, but obviously overall I'm not convinced. But we'll finish off the player ratings, and then we might get back into a bit of Ole. I'm going to ask you guys, but we'll highlight the subs. So Rashi came on. Lingard came on, Matic, Rashi. I gave him a 7 for scoring the goal. He looked all right, man. He looked like, he came on, did some good counter-attack. So, yeah, got the goal, 7.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. 7.
7, yeah. And then Lingard, I didn't really see too much of him. I give him a 5. I didn't really see too much.
Wasn't he the last sub?
Yeah.
I think he
like
came
85 minutes. Something
80,
like that.
80. Actually, wrote it down. 81 minutes. You got
Yeah.
10 minutes. So, yeah. I mean,
Not really enough to rate him. Really,
that's the
like
thing.
you can't
It
rate
seems
someone for 10 minutes. I think he was just a brought-on player to waste the time.
Yeah, it
sort of thing.
seems. I mean, even on top of that, it seems like it was just a charity appearance, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like
Keep
just
him
run some
happy.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting paid quite a bit still. I mean, that's the culture at Man United. A lot of fringe players getting paid a lot. Yeah, you gotta have them earn their wage, I guess. People are saying Lingard 6.
Yeah, I think 6.
6. I mean, okay. Yeah, average. Matic. What are we saying for him? I mean, yeah.
6. Didn't really have much to do, did he?
He got the assist,
No.
didn't he? Didn't he get the assist for Rashford's goal?
Did you get that?
Did he?
I can't
Just
remember.
check.
Yeah, check that. Get the stats up. Because I was about to give him a 5. It might go up to a 6 if he got the assist.
Yeah, he got the assist for Rashford's goal. The free
Alright.
goal. So that's a 7.
He came on
Fair
at
enough.
75 minutes. Yeah, I'll give him a 6, man. He might get himself a start.
7.
Okay. 7. Okay,
I'll give him 7 for the assist. 6
Okay.
overall standard.
And then I think on previous shows we're not even giving Ole a rating. I think that's my fault for not bringing it up. Avenger Mast is saying 10 out of 10. Flawless performance from Solskjaer. That's a big one.
Wow.
I want to hear from Griffo first on the performance from Ole. What do you think of him overall today and your rating?
He did exactly what we needed to do. He wanted to shore up the defence, play a back 5, and McFred. And I'm surprised we got 3 goals, to be fair. I thought maybe it would be a 1-0, 2-0 max. I'm surprised it was 3-0. Right subs, right time. Got tactically everything correct today, so I'll give him an 8. I thought it was a good performance from him today.
Okay. That's fair. I'm thinking of my rating now. I'm trying to weigh up everything in terms of tactics. But yeah, G-Wolf, what are you saying for Ole?
Yeah, the tactics, the formation, the subs, literally he banged on. He hit every single thing that United fan wanted, I thought. So with that in mind, I'll go for 9. Because literally last game, literally it was a big fat 0. So literally he changed everything. He must have done changed his training as well, surely, because as you said that we hadn't been playing that formation for a while. So all during that week they must have been literally extensively just using that formation and getting everything spot on. So I think with him being at the training ground every single day, all of this week for this big game, then
maybe Fergie helped out because he came in. They said it was for commercial responsibilities, but maybe he came in and did what the general would do, rouse the troops, trying to help Ole a bit.
Yeah, he would have said a word or two, wouldn't he?
Maybe a hairdryer, Griffo, or just
maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe
his prodigal son was even Sir Alex Ferguson's prodigal son.
He's still backing Ole.
Yeah,
he's still backing Ole. So I don't know. Maybe because I'm trying to think of my rating now. I'm trying to be fair and diplomatic for not just looking at the form. I got to look at this game. So he got it right today. Okay, he got it right. But then I still weigh up the opposition. I mean, people can come at me and say I'm being negative in terms of weighing up what Spurs were doing. Spurs were at the races. We heard the boos for Nuno. I was booing Nuno. Not that I was supporting Spurs, but I was like, Nuno don't even know what he's doing. He should get sacked. He's a fucking idiot in terms of what he was doing with his attacking mid. Like I said, bringing on the Chelsea to start that game was ridiculous, and then getting rid of Moura instead of the Chelsea, who was having a shocker. I was like, because this is the thing. I'm a fan of football. I like to see a game. Obviously, Man United fan, that goes without saying. I'm wearing the colours. I love Man United, but the thing is, I've got to weigh up everything. I would give Ole. I give Ole a 6.5. Okay, because he did get it right, but at the same time, Spurs got it wrong. So I take off a bit for that. 6.5 is still a good score. He got the formation to get the clean sheet. Okay, I give him that. But Spurs were dead.
Yeah, but you've got to beat what's in front of you, haven't you? And like the teams we've played over the last few weeks, we lost to Aston Villa. I don't think they were particularly good. We lost 4-2 to Leicester. I didn't think they were particularly good. We got smashed by Liverpool, who were they played us at the park, but I don't think they were very good. I think we could have easily played 3-5-2 today and lost. I think you just got to beat what's in front of you, and maybe if we played that game in that little period where we lost to Villa and drew with Everton and stuff like that, maybe we would have drew the game or lost it. So I think in isolated incident for today, I think Ollie gets a high score. Obviously, we want to see this more consistently, and then we'll talk about that. But I'm just isolated game. I think you have to give him high marks today.
Yeah, people
got
in the
every
chat,
decision right.
People in the chat giving him Jonathan Gallagher 9 out of 10. He said old. That's funny. Old got it right today, but obviously it means Ole. For a monkey, Ole 9, just because it was a defensive performance. This is what the thing. I don't like seeing defensive performances. I'm a fan of football as well. I mean, like we at some points it was 7 at the back. I mean, 6.5. That's still a good rating. That means he did above average. So I'm still giving him props. I've said he got the defensive part of it right, but I didn't like the game. I didn't like it, but we did what we needed to do. He got the win. Okay, so we got to see what he does from this point on.
As much as we don't like the 7 at the back, you have to look at who's top of the table right now, and it's Chelsea, and they play 7 at the back as well. So even though it's not in United's DNA because we like to play attacking football, it's working with Chelsea. And if we brought a Conte in, it would more than likely work with Conte. And what's more important? Do you want to win trophy? What's more in United's DNA? Attacking football or winning trophies?
I mean, this is the thing. It's hard to compare with Chelsea because of the fact they get these results, and we know the manager is more assured with them tactics. I mean, they played Norwich. I mean, that's probably a bad example. I mean, everyone turns over Norwich, but the thing is that they have got I think they've got a good goal difference as well in terms of Chelsea. Chelsea have the best goal difference with what they're doing, plus 23.
They've only conceded 3, haven't they?
Yeah, but you got to look at the goal difference. You got to look at the goal difference. Yeah, he Tuchel uses 5-3-2 and then sometimes goes to 3-5-2 in transition. It works for him because he uses it more. Ole's used it today. Okay, for me, I didn't think it looked good, but in terms of result, it got a good result. We counter-attacked when we needed to, and I take it in context of the fact that we did it on the back of really bad losses as well. That still creeps into it for me, is that the fact that we had to go that defensive against the Spurs side, who were terrible. They were terrible today. We all saw it. They were getting booed by their own fans. So that's why I don't score it as high. I mean, I still give them props for the win, though. Still give them props for the win.
If we went with that 4-2-3-1 formation, you're right. Do you think that Spurs would have played us off the park?
No. I don't think they would have. Because we have Varane come back in. We saw how good he was. I reckon he could have played in that back four and still be good.
Look at that gung-ho attacking that we have. Literally, we go rogue and just literally go full-out attack with that 4-2-3-1 and leave ourselves exposed. How many times did we get ourselves exposed every time we play that formation? And it's always a one-on-one situation. And even with Varane was there, in previous games, it's always been a one-on-one and they've managed to score against us.
See, this is the thing. It goes into how we're going to play the season from now on then, isn't it? Okay, maybe, I'm a bit harsh giving them 6.5 for this game then. Maybe I say 7. But still, overall, it's like, I don't think we can keep playing this kind of thing because we've got people like Watford. We've got people like Watford coming up. we got people that we need to actually dominate. So
yeah, but then that's when we can either go for a 3-4-3 or 4-3-3 attacking, or surely we can do a 3-5-2 formation. So have the 5 in midfield and then do an attacking from that.
I mean, what do you think about that, Griffin? Because I think for me, G Wolf has said something a bit worrying. Is that the fact when we played the 4-2-3-1 lately, we look like we press too much, or it's not an organized press, and we get exposed. So what have we got to play this 5-3-2 going forward completely now? I mean, I think it actually something earlier on, but okay. Actually, then, do you think we can go back to a 4-2-3-1 and actually? Do you think Ole will get that team press sorted out?
I think he will, and I think games against Watford, Palace, he'll go back to the 4-2-3-1. I think against your Chelseas, your Cities, your Arsenals that we got coming up, I think he will go back to the 5 at the back. But I don't think the club is necessary, even though it worked today, and it could work. I don't think the club is necessarily built for 5-3-2, because think how many wing players we have: Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, Sancho. All of them are not going to get much game time because you can't use wingers in a 5 at the back unless you put them at wing back, which you're not going to do. So it's real. If we went 3-5-2 more, I think it would kind of hinder those Sanchos, those Greenwoods, those Rashfords, which isn't what we want to see because they're 3 very, very talented footballers.
Okay.
So I think it's not a permanent formation that we should be using. Now and then, I don't have a problem with it because results matter, and if we play it against City and win next Saturday, then it works, and I don't think anyone's going to complain about it. But it can't be the formation in the long run.
I mean, we were talking about Tuchel before. Rupert Meadow, thanks for getting in here. He said Tuchel uses 3-4-3. So this is the thing. This is why I was trying to. I wasn't trying to defend Tuchel, but I was trying to say that he does have certain tactical nous where he changes up that transition, because I think sometimes they do go 5 at the back when they're defending, but then it changes to 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 on different games. Thando Mancher, thanks for getting here. Do you guys actually watch Chelsea? Wing backs stay high up the pitch most of the time. So that's the thing. That comes to the fact that they do drill this wing back formation where you have 3 at the back, and then you have wing backs that can come and saturate and make it 5 at the back. So this is the thing. Ole has to drill it. Then he has to drill an identity. Ultimately, for me, I want to see a philosophy where we're not trying to always adapt to teams. We've always seen this with Ole's tenure. We have to adapt to a lot of teams. We even with average teams, we try and adapt to them. It's like I remember there's a quote that McTominay said, and he said we go into every game being underdogs. And that's not the full quote, but he mentioned that. And this is the thing. We can't, as Man U fans, I hope that we don't just allow the standard to just come down to rock bottom, because we're Man United. We're not underdogs. We're not supposed to be that. Exactly. We're supposed to be dominating.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, this is the thing. Going forward, so I have to keep coming back to it. I mean, we've got to see if
do you think that's the way that we can dominate
up some proper
3-5-2 formation?
Say again?
Do you think that we can dominate with that 3-5-2 formation if he keeps on working on that? If he keeps on working on that formation, surely we could be able to dominate with that.
Griffin, what do you think of that? Because I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure he can, because this is the thing. We've got a manager that's still learning on the job in the 3rd, 4th year, and it's like it takes a long time to actually drill formations. You have to practice it. Sometimes you need a preseason to have it bedded into the team. So I don't know if he can even pattern that up.
But during preseason, he was playing the 4-3-3, wasn't he?
This is the thing. It's been erratic. It's been he uses one formation and then changes it as soon as things go wrong. I mean, that to me, this is why I'm not really backing Ole, because he seems to panic. I mean, obviously the Manchester job is a very big job. Obviously I couldn't do it, But the thing is, I'm a fan. There's a lot of us fans that want good football. We're entitled to it. We invest our money from time to time in the brand. We've seen the legacy. We're due good football when the team has provided us with a great legacy. So I want to see a manager that knows what he's doing most of the time. I'm not trying to adapt to game by game kind of thing. It's like it's not the best. It's not the best thing. Big God, Bob. Thanks for getting in here. 10-year. And you go to spitting them Russell Brand words again. Yeah, thanks, mate. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get my point across. But props to G Wolf and Griffer also getting in with good points, having a good debate here. Let's finish off.
Can you do polls on here, or is that Pig exclusive? Oh,
Yeah,
because I'm interested to see what the comments have to say about the formations. Whether
yeah,
which way they would
I
go,
would
whether
need
they
I
want
would need
back to
Pigo's
4-2-1.
software. We're on like StreamYard right now, so I don't think we can actually do it. But that would be good going forward to try and do polls. Because you just reminded me of a poll where Pigo did the Ole in, Ole out. I don't think I saw the one today, but in the previous stream, did anyone see a Ole in, Ole out poll today?
Did he actually do one? I don't think he did one, did he?
No.
Okay, I didn't see it.
But
on the one before this, obviously for the Liverpool game, it was like I think it was like 75% people out. Or was that a previous one? I can't remember. It might have been 100% for the Liverpool game, but I don't know. But yeah, the average one was 75% of saying Ole out. But yeah, the formation going forward, Bart's saying is saying 3-5-2 will suit Harry and I mean Donny. Donny's not going to get in the team. Donny's
gone in January.
We could play like a 10-15-4 formation and Donny wouldn't get in.
Yeah, I mean it's sad to see players suffering like that. I mean we also see Jadon Sancho suffering last 2 games. Not even I mean Lingard getting a game or no 10 minutes over Jadon Sancho. Why was he even? I mean, people are saying, okay, Sancho's got to adapt to the league, but not even getting an appearance in the last few games. I mean, come on.
It's slightly boring.
It's worrying. I'm worried.
Is that how long it's been?
What?
What glory Man United has said.
Is it? Are you looking at this one? I don't understand people saying the United DNA. We haven't had that DNA since 2012. Okay, I would like United to play attacking football, but Ole do what works, and that's why I back him. The form, I'm not sure. This is why.
Is that how long it's been since we started losing the attacking football?
We know since because when did Sir Alex leave? It's just since
2000 wasn't it 2013?
It's around then, isn't it? Yes. Since Sir Alex went, in my opinion, that's when, because the DNA thing is a myth for me. We relied on a manager to help us get through games on a shoestring budget. We saw when we had Ronaldo, was awesome. We bought him for pennies, and he turned into a beast. And then the Glazers decided to replace him with people like Obertan and Michael Owen, and it was like, and Valencia. It was like, how do we replace the GOAT with people that came from Wigan? And it was like, I can hear feedback and so on.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's like Sir Alex Ferguson, and he deserves to be called Sir, even though I don't know. Sometimes some of this backing is a little bit iffy for Ole because Ole can't touch what Ferguson's done, and in terms of what's been going on, people trying to compare when Sir Alex lost 6-1 to City. I mean, that's the thing. Sir Alex had credit in the bank. When you're winning leagues and you've done so much, you can afford to have some off days. So for Ole, we've not won trophies, and you just got to look at the form. We've got to look at the overall thing. It's not looked that great. So
the team was far worse when we lost 6-1 than it is now. We've got a far better team now than Fergie won the league with in 2013, his final league.
You had people like Jones
Without
and
doubt,
Evans. Jones and Evans in defense winning the league with those guys.
And Anderson. No,
Anderson,
Anderson
he was all right. Cleverly, a little bit average as well. He did well.
Cleverly, yeah.
So Steve Johnson getting in here. Thanks a bit for getting in here. A Liverpool fan. He was man, he was loving it the last week when he got the win over us. But thanks for being a member. I think Ole is still learning, and let him learn longer. Good win today, as I predicted. You see, this is what I don't like, is that rival fans want Ole to stay. That's a big thing, you know. When rival fans are singing Ole at the wheel, that tends to tell you something about what's going on as well. It tends to tell you, because I don't remember any time. I've grown up watching Man United for ages. I don't remember any time when people wanted Sir Alex to stay, or even wanted people like Van Gaal to stay, or even Mourinho. I never heard that kind of thing. I mean, maybe Mourinho near the end because he was so toxic. But with Ole, it's a little bit at that point where, you know, especially with the relegation form we've been in, it's got to be said, 4 wins out of 9 is not good. So overall, that's the thing. I don't want to see people, rival fans, taking the piss and saying Ole at the wheel. This is where, because Ole's been given time, he needs to change it, turn it around. Then he shored up the defense, and then we need to go forward and see how we can dominate games. So
exactly. Just to let you know, Eddie, Flying Pig did a poll on the on YouTube about the formations.
Yeah.
What guy?
The only thing is, it hasn't. Well, it came up and now it's gone again. So I don't know. I think it was the 4-3-3. The 4-3-3 was winning with 48% at that time, and then it was the 3-5-2 with 38, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-3-3 is 44%. 4-4-2 is 6%. 3-5-2 is 35%, and 4-2-3-1 is 20%. So 4-3-3 is the winner, and then it's 3-5-2. So people want the 4-3-3, which I think I'm in agreement with.
Same here.
I mean, I was saying to Usman on the last broadcast that I want to see Ole go back to some of his interim mentality. Like, we saw him do a 4-3-3 when he was flying with Lingard, and who was it? Yeah, did have Lukaku up front, and it was Lingard and Rashford on the wings. I can't remember, but he was doing well.
Sanchez? When did Sanchez leave?
I can't remember. Was Sanchez good? I
don't
remember.
Terrible.
I don't remember him ever being good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. Flying Pig United's getting in here. The boss, what is he saying? 4-3-3 home attacking formation, 3-5-2 defensive counter formation. Maybe Ole does that. This is the thing we've got to see. This is what I was making the point about, is going forward to dominate games, 4-3-3 in a lot of games. Then let's see us attacking the fodder, because there's a lot of teams in there that we should be making fodder. Wolves should have been fodder. Leicester should have been fodder with the form they were in before they beat us. There's a lot of teams. Aston Villa, Everton, and then the big games, 3-5-2. Okay,
but I do believe that most of us were saying that with those losses and draws, it was fine margins between the teams, because we were still creating. It was just we weren't putting away our chances. So that's what I mean by fine margins. Literally, if we put away those chances and won the game, that's it. We would have been up there with the Chelsea and the Liverpool and all that lot.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna wrap up soon. There was just a few more interesting comments in here where Bart was saying, does Liverpool have DNA when Klopp came in? Does Man City have DNA? There's an interesting comment there. And then what is it? Gandix was saying, Man United DNA is actually Sir Alex Ferguson DNA. I was saying that too. And then another one that Bart was saying is, how does Ole have a longer contract than Pep and Klopp? What do you think of that, Griffo? Do you even pay attention to rivals in terms of that kind of thing? Are we giving Ole too much leniency?
Well, it's the Glazers, isn't it? They like to hand out 5-year contracts on the daily. But yeah, it's a bit worrying that he's got a longer contract than Pep and Klopp. At the end of the day, the manager contracts, I don't think, because very rarely, actually not very rarely, but rarely, I'd say, managers run the contract down their contract and go. They usually get sacked. Like his, however long the contract was, they're not going to wait until his contract expires before they're going to sack him. If he's performing terribly, which he has been, apart from today, then they'll sack him. So the length of the contract's irrelevant because I think they'll just sack him eventually if results don't improve.
I mean, for me, I'll just give a disclaimer. Obviously, I love Man United. I've grown up watching them. I love the legacy. And this is why I always call out for tactics now. Regardless of whether Ole is in the job or not in the job, I want to see good football. And I don't see good football from Ole. So in terms of looking at the contract, I think he's been given quite a lot of chances and he's been given a good backing in terms of the squad. So for me, this is the thing. I think those questions were hitting at the fact that Pep and Klopp are, I mean, from what they've won recently and from what the tactics we see, they get contracts that reflect what they're doing. But Ole, it seems like the Glazers, they because yeah, Ole does defend the Glazers. We have to look at it. We have to be honest. He says they're doing a good job. He said that. So it's like,
he's not going to come out and say they're doing a shit job, are they? Because he's employed by them.
Yeah, he's employed by them. But we've seen with Super League, we've seen with certain things going on, and the fact that Ole wants to keep this job. And for me, I mean, like I said, I don't want Ole to stay because I don't think he's going to grow the team. It's all about for me, it's got to be about the team growing. Okay, because I'm seeing people like Donny van der Beek and Sancho, who are some of the most technical players in our team, are out now, and we're still in this save Ole. We're still in this mode of saving the manager, which I don't think that should be happening in this time that we're in. After we've spent over 400 million on the team, and it's the third full season, it shouldn't be like I kind of likened it to that film Saving Private Ryan. It's like a lot of men are going into war for this one man, and it's like, okay, this is kind of a little bit iffy. It's a little bit iffy. I mean, there shouldn't be multiple people almost trying to give their life for one man. It's got to be, for me, the manager, as we've seen with Pep and Klopp, you got to improve your team. They've I mean, especially Klopp has not had the massive backing to even win stuff. For me, he's been given less than Ole, and he's done very well with that team. I've just got to look at it objectively. So for me, I mean, yeah, maybe Ole can turn it around, but I don't know if he can. G Wolf, what are you saying though?
I think he can. The only thing is with Ole, yeah, right. Literally, last week against Liverpool, I was saying that if he loses this game, I'm Ole out because of literally if he went with that formation, literally, I was done with him. But I'm glad that he literally put his ego aside and went, do you know what? I need to do what's best for the team. We need to change the formation. We need to change the tactics. Literally need to change everything what I've been doing. So he must have been looking at himself. Plus also, as you said, Fergie in his ear as well, giving him the old hairdryer treatment that he used to have as a player. Probably that came out and literally just changed absolutely everything. So I would still give it game by game, but if he beats Man City, then at least give him until Christmas to try and to get through into January. Buy a decent midfielder. Once we've got the decent midfielder that Ole wants, if we can get him at that time.
We just had Donny. We just had Donny that's being wasted. How many signings does Ole need?
Yeah, but the only thing is, as people have said, was Donny and Ole signing? Did Ole want Donny? This is the thing we don't know. If we wanted him, surely he would be playing him by now.
That's what Ole's got to influence on the board. He's got to be making sure he gets his signings in and that he doesn't waste people.
That's it.
At
the end of the day, Donny didn't work out, so Donny needs to go.
Yeah, I've just got to give a shout out to Mikayo. Fair enough, getting in here. What is one of the mods? Thanks for modding the stream. We're going to wrap it up soon. Now, I got to disagree a bit, Eddie. Try fill in the best manager of all time shoes. Ole has done better than others so far. I mean, I give props to Ole for like I've said before on previous shows, getting those qualifications for Champions League. Fair enough, but when you keep firing managers, you've got to get a manager in that's going to take us forward. I'll end it on that. But yeah,
we're at that period now where it's now we're deciding whether Ollie is the man before or the man. This is where we're at now. He's done a great job building the squad up, bringing the morale back. Everybody's happy what they were. And now it's about finding whether he is good enough to rival the Tuchels and the Klopps and the Peps. And time will tell. I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say he can't because time will tell.
I mean, he's still in the job, so I guess we have to say that. I mean, Steve Johnson getting in here. Thanks for the $6.99. Or did Ollie change the formation to better the team or save? This is the thing. That's a big. I mean, we're going to wrap up now, but this is another interesting thing. We're going to finish on this one. I think. Did Ollie change the formation to better the team or save his job? This is what I'm getting at. I'm going to pass it to you guys, but I've got to say again, even if I'm going to be rehashing some of the things I've been saying, it has now got to be about the team taking us on new voyages. I've said this before because Ole steadied the ship. Thank you, Ole. Qualifications for Champions League. You met the remit. You met the minimum for what the big team should be doing. But we should be going forward and now trying to express ourselves like what Liverpool do with their gegenpress, what Klopp does with the tiki-taka, not this counter-attacking and being pragmatic. I understand it in this game. I've said I understand it to stop the rot because we're letting goals in left, right, and center. You've got to have some of these games to get to restore parity and go, okay, lads, let's stop being foolish. Let's put up that guard and let's settle down. But now we've got to see not the saving Ole, saving Private Ole is what I'm going to term it now, because this has got to be a mission where it involves the general guiding the soldiers and not the soldiers just doing what they can to save the general. It's got to be, like I said before, and Big God Bob said I was like Russell Brand for saying it, but we've got to be symbiotic. It's got to be the players doing what they can for the manager and the manager leading as well by example. So I'll pass it on to you guys for that one. Did you Wolf, did you think change the formation to better the team or to save Ole's job?
I think it was a bit of both. To say it, one, he had to change things up to save his job. Definitely, literally, if he played that 4-2-3-1, literally, he would have been sacked tonight, in my book, anyway. Because of if we know that with that 4-2-3-1 we're just absolutely crap with it, especially pressing from the front. So, with him changing the formation, yep, it was there to change his job. Plus, also, the way the team plays as a 4-2-3-1 as well, they're all over the place. They don't play well. So even they probably wanted to change the formation as well to suit them, to suit their gameplay. So for me, it was a win-win for everyone. Like, the players wanted to change it up, plus also the manager needed to change it up to save his job. So I would say both.
Okay, nice balance of both. Fair enough.
And also, you think about Sir Alex Ferguson when he was trying to save his job, and then he changed it up.
Well, so you're talking about what was like? You're going back quite a bit of time.
I'm going back in 1980. What was it? 1989. 1989-90 season. Yeah, right when he had to save his job. And he changed it up as well. And then look what happened. He went and go on. Look what he did at the club.
I can't agree with the comparison because we saw what Ferguson did with helping Aberdeen to win Champions League to derail the guys that were dominating the Scottish football at that time. He had more credit in the bank. The football, we've seen the football that progressed. He's a better manager. It's hard to compare it. I don't think you can compare it.
But in Ferguson's first 5 years at the club, it was absolutely abysmal. And Ollie is on by history for the first 5 years, for so many years. He's been there for 3 years now, Ollie. So in Ollie's first 3 years, compared to Ferguson's first 3 years, Ollie is better. But the only thing is different
So
is the
Ole's
players.
better.
Ollie, by paper, Ollie's win percentage with Ollie's 3 years at the club and Fergie's 3 years at the club, Ollie's is a lot better than Fergie's. But obviously, Fergie changed it up and he went on to be the greatest manager of our history. Ollie is still learning that. And I think under the guidance of Fergie, before you guys get into the chat and saying, how can you compare it? I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying that
You are, but
to a degree I am, but not overall, because of at the end of the day, it's different eras.
yeah, that's why you
But
can't really compare it. And
The
with
win,
Alex
the
Ferguson's
win
CV
percentage,
was
but
better.
if you go and buy the history of the win percentages, Ollie's is a lot better than Fergie's in Fergie's first 3 years at the club, and also Ollie's first 3 years at the club. Ollie's is got a better win percentage.
It's an isolated stat. I don't think we can compare it as well because even looking at the football that Sir Alex was playing, he was playing more progressive football than what we're doing. It wasn't. Sir Alex has not been a pragmatic manager ever. This is the thing. This is why you can't always.
But the
read
only
into
thing
stats.
is, Fergie was still trying to save his job, just like what Ollie is doing now.
I'll still defend that Sir Alex Ferguson did more in his previous years, and like we're saying, in a different era. So it's hard to compare that.
First 5 years, Fergie was not a great manager at United. Literally, he had
Fergie has a different character as well in terms of being that leader. That's why the hairdryer has been dubbed his thing that he does. He's
true.
more of a
That's
leader.
the thing. Ollie needs to find that. If Ollie finds his hair tried treatment and against the players and all that lot, against the big egos at the club, then I think that we could see this. This is the thing about Ollie that I really want him to do really well at the club. I want him to go on and be an absolute legend like Fergie. That's what I can see Ollie doing, because of Fergie trusted him as Fergie when you know what when Ollie left to be the under-23s manager. Fergie came out and said, I can see Ollie being the future Manchester United manager and going on to do absolutely brilliant things with this squad that Ollie inherits. Then obviously Ollie went to the Cardiff job, did shit. Yes, he got them relegated and all that lot. Then he went to Mulder, won the Mulder Cup League over there,
Yeah.
the Norwegian League. And now he's back at Manchester United as the Manchester United manager, and you can see that Ollie wants to have faith in Ollie. And I think that's what
you said Ollie wants to have faith in Ollie. We know that. So you're saying Fergie wants to have faith in Ollie.
Yeah.
Well, we should get to Griffo before we wrap up, because Flying Pig saying goal reaction been released at the end of this video. We've been on for nearly 2 hours. We've been on too long. Sorry to Flying Pig that we've been on too long, but we've been getting into some deep debate. We'll have to maybe keep it more succinct next time.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to put my point across.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
no,
Griffo. So if you remember the question, if you want to end on answering the super chat.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with G Wolf. I think it's a bit of both, but they're both winning situations. If he's playing this formation to save his job and we win, it's a win-win situation. So I'm not complaining too much of that. But I think I am with G Wolf. I think it is a bit of both. I think he wants to better the team, and if you better the team, you save your job. They're connected in that way. But I think it is a bit of both. But I think you're right as well, Eddie, that we should be now away from saving Ollie's job and more about the future. Let's play a more attacking brand of football. let's hit teams where it hurts. Let's score 3-4 goals past your Watfords, your other teams. Norwich, and let's get back in a title race and rival the Chelseas, Liverpools, and Cities of the world.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But we're gonna wrap it up now. People in the chat, please hit your likes. Like Flying Pig is saying, great show today, dudes. Thanks again for coming. Smash a like, everyone. Yes, do what the Don says. He's permitted us to come on the platform and chew the fat. We've been on too long. We're gonna have to try and keep it a little bit shorter next time. But it's my fault because I get lost in debate. This is what happens to me. We're gonna have to try and be a bit more disciplined next time. But everyone, I want to give shout outs to people still getting in here. Bart, you've been putting in your 2 cents. Thanks. Gandix putting in some good comments. Avenger Mast putting some good comments. Thando, Mancha, thanks for getting in here as well. Steve Johnson, thanks for getting in here, mate. Good member. Big God Bob, always getting in here. MOTD on in 30 minutes, lads. I watched it on BBC when MOTD when I was in Amsterdam. They must be close enough to pick our TV signals. Wow. Good God, Bob. Okay, interesting. But yeah, everyone, thanks for getting in here. Tekken 1997, Avenger Mass saying, great show, guys. Thanks, mate. Thanks for that. Okay.
Cheers, fella.
Cheers, everyone. Get G Wolf. Where can people find you?
People can find me at G Wolf United Gaming. G Wolf United Gaming. I do a load of Rocket League, GTA, Minecraft, shenanigans with my daughter, Eclipse. Also various other things. Football, the eFootball as well. I play that. I want an update on them actually because of you can't do PvP like you can on FIFA. I've noticed.
Right. I don't even know about that, but I hope you sort that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Griffo, where can people find you, mate?
At Charlie Griffo 1 on Twitter and Delay Kickoff on YouTube and at Delay Kickoff 1 on Twitter.
Okay. And then for myself, I've been promoting my channel, but I've not been getting stuff up. So it's Eddie's Football Waffle. If you want to subscribe and wait for some stuff to come up, I'm going to be getting some stuff up, like I said in the last show. But I've been a little bit busy with, because I do design as well. But anyway, the main platform is Flying Pig United. You get in the description. All the Flying Pigs links are in the description. I think Flying Pig's on 46k now, 46 point something, still growing. So we're on the road to 50k
on the horizon.
On the road to 50k, Griffo. That's what we're saying. So get in there, like and subscribe. It's free. And Flying Pig is on Instagram and Twitter. You'll see the links in there. So yeah, just get in. We've got fans on here like ourselves that do the debate, and we try and interact when we can. And yeah, Flying Pig should be on for us with FIFA. We've kind of run over time, so Flying Pig's going to be getting out his the goal reaction video, and then tune in for his FIFA later on. So yeah, thanks guys for staying with us. We've been nearly up to 2 hours. It's been interesting. Good result today, and we hope for more. We hope for more, guys. So everyone, take care. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, guys.